What is up, guys? It is Bucky and welcome to another intermediate Java tutorial. This is actually the 13th tutorial in the series, and we're going to be going over some more collections methods, and specifically frequency and another method called disjoint, and you'll see what those do in a little bit. So, well, first let me tell you guys what frequency does. Frequency checks one list against the other, or excuse me, one list against a term or element, and if it appears in the list, it pretty much outputs how many times that element appears in the list. So let's go ahead and we can print it out on the same line. So system out print line, and then go ahead and here's the method right here. It's in the collections class. Frequency right there, it's already filled in. In the collection that we want to test if the element's in is a list 2, and remember that's our big list. And the object we want to test is, go ahead and type in something that's in the list dig. So what it does is it goes through list 2, which is right here, and it checks if dig is in it, and it appears one time in it, so it should return a 1. So let's go ahead and run this, and as you can see, it returned the number 1 right there. And if it appeared in this list more than like 3 times, it would return a 3, obviously. But that's that, so now we can move on to the next method. So the next common method in the list I want to go over is called disjoint. And what disjoint does is it checks one list against another list, actually a collection against another collection, and it returns true if they have nothing in common, no elements in common at all. So let's go ahead and make a variable. Just make it a boolean, and I'll name mine trf for true or false, and set this equal to collections dot disjoint. And as parameters, we want to write, alright, what are the 2 collections that we want to test? Well, of course, list 1 and list 2. And here's list 1 right here, and here's list 2. And since they do have items in common, it's going to return false, because remember, it returns true if they have no items in common. So let's go ahead and just see that right now. And in our next line, we'll just go ahead and print it out. System out print line TOF. So this, if we coded it correctly, should print out false. And look at that, false right here. And remember, false means is that they do indeed have elements in common. So a more practical use for this would be pretty much if statement. Just go ahead and write if TOF, then what we're going to run system out print line. So if it's true, then it's going to mean these lists do not have anything in common. Simple enough. So now on the next line, let's write our else. So if it's false, then, well, might as well copy this and paste. So if it's false, go ahead and write these lists must have something in common, and put an exclamation point, because this is an exciting point in our lives. So go ahead and write OK, and since it's false, it goes this list or these lists must have something in common. And what do they have in common? These 3 things: YouTube, Google, and Dig. So if they had nothing in common, it would be true, and it says it would run this: these lists do not have anything in common. So that's pretty much the basics of frequency and disjoint and how to use them in collections. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.